Madison, would you like to say the title of your book?
Sure. So this is my book, baby. It's titled My Gaping Masshole. It's about North Shore, Massachusetts. Pornographic collage, erotica, and poetry.
I'm feeling better.
Perfect coffee table book.
Right?
Irish
Thank
Catholic
you.
in-laws are coming over.
Yeah.
And they're like, we're never coming to Thanksgiving ever again.
Good. Yeah.
I'm feeling better. Better than I did
And tropical.
Topical and tropical.
Is it?
And that's your mask. Is
Yeah.
that you
That
love
is my
oysters.
mask. Is that I like oysters?
That's so cute. I love the little about the author.
So what are your immediate reactions having flipped through My Gaping Masshole for the very first time?
It's definitely like a great table book that I would have to remove if my mom came over.
Oh, why?
Because the Irish Catholic, she'd like sage the place, or my mom pretends like she's never seen anything.
Yes,
That's
it's
ever
been sitting
been
on our
grown on.
table, and my mom at one point went to go. I was like, no, don't touch no.
Hey, it's like my friends would love this though.
Yes, because I love, to quote Koda Mehalba, upon first opening, I haven't seen so many peepees in my life, end quote.
It's true though. Never seen one in real life, but this is a lot in a book.
Yes,
You know,
never.
like, this would
we
be
need to
the
unpack
book.
that, another episode, a whole episode.
Not even
never seen a
like
peepee
I remember
in my
in
life.
health class, I was like,
Yeah.
and what's that? Like didn't realize there would be another option.
Same, but the other way around. So we need to have a whole episode just titled "Never
You're like,
Seen That in
and
Real Life."
What's that?
Yes, and what's that? That would be an amazing episode. Okay, I'm writing this down. This is our very first episode at iCamp Studios with the fabulous grain table and our new attachable mics. I don't know if that's the technical term, but they have arms.
Oh, all right, that's enough. HR.
I touched it. Yeah.
That's funny.
So how does it
what's in your
feel
cup?
to be in this space, Koda?
It's nice.
Yeah, we're so far away though.
I know.
A good 8 feet. I had to put that in my restraining orders.
God, you show up at midnight once, and now there's a restraining order.
Yes, don't slide that cup towards me. Yeah.
You're right. My
So
arms
yeah,
are too short. I
our
can't
guest
get
today is is the first in the new space, Madison Murray, author of My Gaping Masshole. I am so excited. Thank you to Diane, producer here at iCam, who immediately upon
Product
book
placement.
release messaged me being like, we need to have her on our podcast.
so
And
excited.
I immediately went out and bought the book.
I know. Look at your footnotes.
Yes, do you like my little... Did I actually write anything on them, or did I just flag some of my favorite pages?
Let's see.
I probably did write a little.
Nursery rhyme. Little baby omitted.
Of course, as an early childhood educator, I want to talk about this nursery rhyme. Yes.
When is the book
Did you
coming?
grow up with that
Okay.
nursery rhyme?
Let me go back.
I think it's called Trot to Boston.
Trot to Boston. Trot to Lynn. Yeah.
You did. Your mom like sat you on her knee and just like, yeah, trotted.
Yeah, and it's really embarrassing. That was last week. So
Oh, no.
It wasn't when I was a kid. I was like, Mom, I'm 30 years old. We don't have to be doing this.
Not anymore. But I immediately read it, I think under an hour, and I just handed it to you, and I think you beat my record by like 58 minutes. Like, took you 2
Oh,
minutes.
I
just to-
can't read, so I just look at the pictures.
Which is great that it's mostly pictures.
Right. And again, to quote myself, approximately 20 minutes ago, which never seen so many peepees in my life.
So many PPs. And a lot of clown imagery, which I'm very curious about. Is it just because the Topsfield Fair and clowns, or...
Yeah, personally, Top of the Topsfield Fair it might be the most iconic thing in
No,
here,
it is.
in my
I flagged
opinion.
that one as I
you?
want the full feature-length novel of that. Yes, come on in.
Hey!
We're just recording some tidbits before and after, yeah. And Diana and Noah will work their magic and make it coherent after the fact.
Cool. Also, warning, I have like a potty mouth.
Oh, we love potty mouth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yes, yeah.
I try.
Well, your book, Madison, made Koda and I realize we've never seen the opposite genitalia in real life. Me as a drag queen, gay man, never seen.
You've never seen a punene in real
No,
life?
I'm not. I'm a gold star gay. Never.
I'm a gold star straight, technically.
Yes.
What do you think?
I mean, the oyster imagery.
Oh, right. I love that one. That one's
Yeah,
really
no,
pretty.
And we were just talking about how Kasey is like loves oysters, and I was like, that might be the straightest thing about you.
Well, and I've been to a lot of
Yeah.
strip clubs, but never any.
Seen full.
Yeah.
full, yeah.
Or at least
Not
not
even
close
if someone
enough.
like squatted over and you're like, that G-string's a little too stringy.
Yeah.
A little too stringy.
And I don't know. I'm from the West Coast, and like Oregon, there are a lot of gay strip clubs.
Yeah.
So like, just dicks there.
Are there any here? No.
No, I heard there used to be, but not since I moved here.
Well, you
like,
would think the
five-ish.
golden banana would have
They
had a
used
lot
to-
more dicks.
They used to have more
Yes,
dicks.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
That's amazing.
God, and you know what I say? Bring back the dicks.
More dicks.
More dicks in 2026.
Yes.
I
Please.
absolutely agree. Yes.
You need to get that
Yes.
merch.
More dicks. 2026.
I love that.
And it rhymes. It's a poem.
Yeah. Oh,
Get it in there. Oh,
Yeah.
Masshole.
Wait, I love, and maybe Koda could talk more about poetry. I'm not a writer. I'm a musician, but your poems and your writing throughout the book are just so captivating. And what I particularly like is that there's something for everyone, meaning like no words to more words.
Yep.
So how would you self-proclaim if you like Madison Murray, like do. Writer?
Yes, definitely writer. I would say that's probably like my foundation. Is I'm always
Like OG writer.
OG writer.
first.
Born and raised a writer. And then I would say artist. Because I don't exactly know what I want to do with that, but like I've done performance art. I have a background in acting and singing,
way.
so like I can do that.
Like musical theater girly or like
Yes, I was a musical theater girl when I was younger,
Perfect.
and then it like traumatized me.
cut
We need
this.
to get
Cut
you
it.
back out there. Have you done any of this performance art lately in person? Boston queer scene. I mean, as a drag artist myself, like we're always looking for people
I'm
like
trying.
yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm trying to get more into it. I've done some performance art pieces in New York when I lived there, and because that's like my little circle of weirdos and queerdos that like I'm familiar with, so they're always like very supportive of like the weird kind of erotic stuff that I do.
You mean to say that Ipswich isn't really
Oh my
like
goodness.
the most supportive networking community of weird art?
Of like erotic like
Ooh, yeah.
no, I
Well, you'd
wouldn't
be
say-
surprised.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, this right now is surprising me,
Really?
like pleasantly. Yeah, I'm like, oh,
That's
this is
awesome.
so cool. I know when you reached out to me, I was like, wow, this is so sick. Like, people.
Population 4. We're all here.
We're
in
all
this
here
room.
in this room right here.
Yeah. No, I love it. It's so Puritan and like cuckoo bananas. It's like, it's crazy. I moved back here like just to like promote my book, and like
Yeah.
I thought it was gonna be way easier than it actually was.
Easier to promote.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like Salem would be more embracing just
Oh, God.
because
You
of like
could
the
sell
weirdos and
reading
weirdos that are in
tickets. I
Salem.
would go see you read this live and take all my money.
I know like 6 or 7 drag kings and queens that would love to
Oh, for sure.
interpret this into performance art with
Did you do any
too.
live readings in the North Shore?
I've done a few in the North Shore.
Okay, yeah.
And one of them we got kicked out of because.
No way.
Yeah. I mean, because if you've read the book, like, it's not super PC,
No.
which is the point.
Yes.
Like, the
Right.
point is like, it's supposed to be for working class people, like people that I was raised around.
Yeah.
It doesn't necessarily mean that they're homophobic or transphobic or, disability phobic. It's just like the way that they speak.
Yeah.
And so I wrote it in that perspective. And like, there's not a lot of space for nuance, I feel like, in a lot of queer spaces in North Shore, Massachusetts, where it's like, bad, like, don't say that. And I'm like, I get it, but like,
Well,
it's
it's kind of
art. Like, it's art.
the reclaiming of the F slur too. Like a lot of people within the queer community
Are you saying
like,
faggot?
let me go grab my purse.
You're canceled. You're
I'm giving you
canceled.
permission to say it, Koda. You can say it. You
No,
too, Madison.
literally.
Yeah, what?
No, but I do think that there's like a lot of queer people that are obviously like super embracing of like embracing the word fat.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, seeing your book, I just feel like there's this wave of queerness that has slowly been either creeping up from Boston or just been taking over the North Shore in general. Is that something you saw in creation of this book, or was it like a culmination of many, many years? Like, what made you put it out now?
Well, thank you for also saying that, because I did want it to be very queer. I am kind of a gay man.
Yeah, how do you identify?
What?
Well, yeah, my pronouns are she, her, hers, but like, who knows? I always say, I'm like, well, you know, I grew up low class, and like, I've always had to use my femininity to like get things.
And there's
whether-
power in that.
Yes, and I'm like, if I were rich, like, or when I'm rich, I'm manifesting.
Yes,
when
you
I'm
are.
rich,
Win.
like, who knows what the fuck I'll be, or like,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like who I'll date, because a lot of it is very like performative for me.
So true.
But yeah, so she, her, hers. But I love queer people. Like my biggest inspirations are like John Waters and like
Yes.
Dennis Cooper.
I just started watching all the John Waters films, and I'm
beautiful.
obsessed.
Do you have a favorite thus
Pink
far?
Flamingos?
Of
Just
course,
the
yeah.
like the gaping asshole part. I'm like, I've
Casey's
never-
like, I have gaping assholes on the mind. In
Yeah.
fact, there's a book I really like.
They're very meditative. Like, you know, it's like, yeah, like when you close your eyes and you see like a little like light disc in your, yeah, it's giving butthole. Yeah, it's giving booty hole. I think that like COVID helped me a lot with like, well, not
Did you find it as a
heavily,
very
but
creative time? Because I did too.
honestly, in the midst of COVID, no, but I think there was a surge in a lot of like North Shore, Massachusetts meme pages and this kind of like diaspora for people who were away from home and they were missing it, and like, you know, North Shore memes, North Shore beefs, like that's
Yeah,
when they were
North
really
Shore
like
beefs
popping
is-
off.
There was like a photo that was referenced for North Shore beefs, and I was like, oh, I am like back in my mom's house, like in my childhood bedroom.
Yeah.
Scrolling on Instagram right now, and I'm like back in that place now. So I was like,
Good.
oh, that's so. I totally forgot about that. You're so right. Meme culture, and like Massachusetts meme culture specifically, is so niche.
Yeah.
That it makes sense that you had to move back here to talk about it.
No,
Because
totally.
I feel like what's that phrase where it's like things that would send like an Amish person into a coma, and it's like this book. It'd be like, first of
yeah.
all, I'm sick. Second of
Yeah.
all, this can't be real.
Yeah.
And everyone in Massachusetts just accepts it as fact. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
How many of the imagery in here is specifically yours in terms of like borrowing and including in the book? And I believe like as you're creating your own imagery, it becomes yours, right? So
Totally.
I'm curious, what was your process in collecting those images?
Yeah, so I started with just what's on my phone, like what was already there. And I started playing around with the collages and seeing what worked, what didn't work. There were a lot that didn't make it into the book just because I was like, ew.
An uncut edition.
We need an
Yes,
editor's
there is
cut,
an
yeah.
uncut edition. And I had originally started doing a lot of the collages with like vintage porn stills.
Oh.
And then when that whole thing with Market Basket happened and
Yes.
they sent me a cease and desist.
That was my first
Wait.
hearing of you. Yes. You didn't hear about that? That made like major news. That's when I was first introduced to you.
And you were
was
like,
through that.
me
Where
look
did
this
that
diva
come
up.
in the process of creating the book?
So the book was originally supposed to come out in 2023.
Okay, that's why it says, yeah.
Yeah, because you're like, wait, yeah. And that's
What
when I
year is
started.
it?
That's when I started the meme page too. So I was like, whatever, I'll just keep it. Like whatever. That's when she was founded. But yeah, and so there had been some pages that were supposed to reference Market Basket. I did like a little parody of More for Your Dollar, Whore for Your Dollar.
So good.
And they hated it, and they sent me a cease and desist, and they like reported my Shopify and everything. I tried to hold like a poetry reading in their parking lot, and the police showed up, and they gave me a no like trespass order, which is so funny.
That's not a fine.
So now
though,
you're a
just like
Shaw's
warning.
girly.
Sadly, no. Like I still shop at Market Basket.
Yeah.
Like
How would
Show
they
up
know?
with like a mustache.
Yeah.
They're like,
Oh,
we know
literally.
it's you. You can shop here.
Disguise.
I
Just please
know.
don't.
Well, I live in New Hampshire now, so I'm like, they don't know me here. Yeah, like they don't know me here. But that made me really like rethink a lot of stuff. Attorney reached out to me after seeing the story in the Boston Herald and Boston.com and was like, oh, you know, I would love to represent you, like, blah, blah, blah. And he was very helpful. We met and, like, he went through a lot of my pages and he was like, I do think that some of the photographers will have an issue of you using, like, these stills. So maybe you should, like, put out a call for submissions for nudes. And so that's what I did. So all the nudes in here are people from Massachusetts.
Just volunteering. I love
or
it.
myself, yeah.
Yes.
And so they all were gifted a book as a thank you. They're credited if they want to be credited or not. So that was a big process for me of like remaking those pages and with like different images and everything. But yeah, I would say most of the images are my own in the book for sure, like taken by myself, like the one about the greasy pole, like and then like ideas started coming as I started making them and I was like, okay, well now I have to go to the greasy pole and take
I was going to ask what came
pictures.
first, the pictures or the stories or vice versa, or does it depend on the
I think a lot of the pictures came first. And I've always done that. Like I think I'm more of a fiction writer than a poet personally. And most of when I write my stories, like I do a lot of visual art components. Like when I'm just brainstorming, I let my mind kind of go goo goo gaga and like I just like on a notebook and then I'm like, oh, that's cool.
It's so freeing though.
Yeah, let's do
like
that.
stream of consciousness almost.
Yeah.
I was saying to Kasey earlier that I felt very much like this is like the internal monologue that I have that I never put on paper.
Lovely.
So it's so easy to flip through and be like, so true. And it makes no sense for anybody else. But I'm like, yeah, this is a fever dream I had after like 2 hours of sleep. Like that makes sense. Like I've thought of this, you know?
Yeah, it's been really cool. It's like really helped my connection with where I'm from. Like in I think it's like kind of like a newfound love. Like it's like I didn't realize how much I appreciated or missed where I was from until I was away for a long time. And then I was like, oh yeah, like I was in New York for like almost 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And I think I'm pretty normal, but like there was just some
New York normal.
there were just some like instances where it's like people would define me as like extremely vulgar, or like she's so crass, or like
in New York.
Yeah, and
That's
or
really
like
interesting.
I went to a liberal arts college. I went to Sarah Lawrence. And,
cool.
And I had a friend like come home with me for Thanksgiving, and she was like traumatized, like by the way that my mom and I like spoke to each other and like were screaming and like but like that's just like how it is, and like it doesn't mean we're bad people or like abusive people. I mean maybe there's like a hint of abuse, but whatever, that's chic. And, so like
Boston chic.
yeah, Boston chic. So I was like, I want to write a book for these people. Like we're not PC. Like we are kind of obnoxious and like maybe intimidating, but like we're good people, like salt of the earth kind of people.
Yes.
Well, that and like when you're saying even like not PC, we're also talking about things that are like I guess PC culture can also sometimes miss, and it's like by not talking about it, we are continuously perpetuating an issue. So like in being like, this is really vulgar, there's like imagery of like genitals all over this book, and it's like, right, and I don't really know why that's vulgar if we're like all card carrying members of different genitals, you know what I mean? Like it's not like this is a unique experience to anyone.
Literally we all have them.
We literally all carry them, so I'm just kind of wondering why we're all scared of talking about this, shell shocked. And so like the PC culture of it is that like we're by avoiding it, we're actually kind of like continuing.
Oh, totally.
The issue.
It's also just like not class conscious, like
At all, right? For sure.
I had a big problem with that at Sarah Lawrence. Like in a lot of my writing classes, I say the word junkie, like I say the R slur, like this is how I was like raised. And I remember like in one of my workshops, a fellow student was like, "You cannot say junkie," like, and flipped out at me, like, and my dad had literally just died of a heroin overdose, like a week before.
And everybody's experience with that word is going to be different, right?
Exactly. And it's also like, if anything, it's actually more problematic that you think someone who comes from that background can't be in this environment. Like, I've just worked 10 times harder than you to get here and like get the scholarships that I need to be here. So that was really important to me, like with this book, is making it like class conscious, like, but good, and like a piece of like, it's my debut, so it's like,
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I wanted people to go into it thinking, oh, it's gonna be so vulgar and like so sexual, which like it is, but then I wanted them to be surprised by how good the prose like
Yes.
is. And
I was taken aback by a lot of the writing.
Thank
And like you
you.
said, where perhaps the imagery came 1st and the writing was like a reflection of the imagery. Like I just love them paired together.
thank you so much.
And especially the Top to the Topsfield Fair, which I
Oh,
want to
yeah.
talk about too, because
Yeah.
like I like upon reading it, I don't know, I got to it at that point in the book, and I think it's near the middle or the end, and I was like, oh, I just want this to keep going.
right? What happens to
Is it
him?
fiction
Yes.
or is it like
It's
based on?
fiction.
It is, yes.
Well, okay, so like I don't know. I grew up as like a relatively, I guess, prudish person, community member of the North Shore. But like as I grew up, I realized a lot of my friends were like, "Oh yeah, I mean, we would just like go behind, like one of the stands and just like pull our pants." And I'm like, "Girl,
Yeah.
what?" Like
Yeah.
meanwhile, I'm buying a big like dipped French onion or like a big what is it called? The fried onion.
Bloomin' onion.
The bloomin'
Bloomin'
onion.
onion, yeah.
bloomin'
Me,
onion.
like 3/4 deep into this bloomin' onion, feeling a little sick, and you're getting some behind the bathroom. Like that's
Yes.
crazy. And she's like, "Yeah, that's my real like Massachusetts experience."
Yeah.
So like, I always have to ask because I'm like, there's got to be some realism here somewhere.
Totally. I mean, there's definitely realism like sprinkled throughout all of it.
Yeah.
The original idea for Top at the Top, I mean, this sounds like I'm a psychopath, but whatever, is because my dad, like, he would, like, do crack. My dad was a crackhead. And so, like, we would go to the Topsfield Fair, and he would, like,
Bring it
go and walk around and, like, do his thing. And so that was the original idea, was, like, what would it be like to be him at the Topsfield Fair? And I don't think my dad was ever bottomed.
By a clown.
Yeah, I don't.
Fiction.
I don't think that ever happened, but you know, a lot of my friends are queer, they're gay men, and you know, like I'm talking to them about it, getting their experiences, and then also like I do a lot of research. I love research, so like I was watching. I've never done crack, but like there's always been this like curiosity because like he like left his whole family to
like in
do
your
crack.
life.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you're like, it must be really good. It must be
so
way
many
better
upward
than
in
me.
your life.
Yeah, exactly. So I was watching like a lot of like cringy, like soft white underbelly, like crackhead like videos, and you know, they're like crack turned me gay, and like that's like a huge thing. It's like, oh, like these hetero men being like crack, like you're just so horny, like you just like will do anything. And so I was like, oh, what a concept. Like what if we had this like very like hegemonic masculine man like do crack and have sex with a clown? Yeah.
Well, I'm ready for the full
You know,
feature length.
and I've
novel.
always
Yeah.
wondered that, honestly.
Right? Isn't that just something you wonder? Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, like a lot of sprinkles in there, like Slut Life, the last story. Like she's kind of like a single mom. So I wanted that balance where it's like comedic, but it's also like very earnest because I think that's what we do. Like that's what Massholes do. Is like that's why we're so like there's so many comedians that are from Massachusetts and whatnot. Is because like we're actually filled with pain and like all we can do is laugh about it and bust each other's balls. So.
That's so true.
I was going to ask that as like Koda and yourself, you grew up on the North Shore, but me, I did not. All my family's from Western Mass, but I grew up in Arizona.
Oh, wow.
And like as soon as I moved back here, yeah, the term Masshole was immediately like part of the vernacular I heard, often used to describe drivers. But then when I moved to the North Shore, like the subcontext of like, I don't know, the culture, I started to hear it way more up here, like Massholes being specifically a North Shore thing. So how would you describe or define a Masshole?
Totally. So I would say a masshole is someone who was raised here. Sorry, transplants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like I lived in New York for so long, but I would never be like I'm a New Yorker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's just like stop. So yeah, you were raised here. I would say probably working class. Very proud to be from Massachusetts. And
Is it a sports thing?
right. I mean, I think it can come out. It manifests as a sports thing for many people. And then
You're sitting down singing Sweet Caroline.
Yes.
yeah, you're
Or
probably
doing the Boston Bruins chant or
yeah,
something.
you're probably a masshole.
You might be a masshole.
And then I think too, it's the demeanor. Like I was saying earlier, like loud, crass, like obnoxious, like whatever. But usually good people. I ask people, like, I have like a little Patreon now, and I ask them what they define a masshole as, and someone said it's like if your car's like stuck in a blizzard or something, like they're gonna make fun of you and call you names, but they're still gonna help you.
That's so true. That's a very like New Englander thing and New Englander way too. Yeah, no, I think that's fairly accurate.
Where did you grow up?
Here.
Oh, in
Yeah.
Ipswich? Oh my god.
Yeah,
cute.
so I was like, grew up in the Salem area, was born in Beverly, and like everyone else that I went to class with. And then in like 3rd grade, bumped around from like Salem, Gloucester, Ipswich area. We just ended up here by coincidence because we'll delve into this another time, but we have
nother
a Habitat
episode.
for Humanity house that was built in Ipswich.
Cool.
And we were from Salem, which was definitely more like, I guess, small town city-esque, you know? So then coming here, I was like, there's a lot of, white straight kids that
Totally.
drive boats around here.
Yeah,
and I was like,
sailing culture.
even going up
Yeah.
to like 3rd grade, I was aware of that.
Yes.
So I definitely felt more masshole, specifically in Salem, was embraced, whereas Ipswich, I feel like we have a lot of closeted massholes here.
Totally.
So is this a badge of honor you wear as a masshole, or
As
is
a
it more of like
masshole?
an insult? Because I always hear it as an insult, but then from people that I don't know in the North Shore, it's more of like a term of endearment.
I think it depends. But I don't
I
know
think it's
your
our
experience,
F-slur.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah,
Oh, I
kinda
love
is.
that.
Like, no one can call me a masshole, because then I'd be like, hey, what the fuck? But
Yeah.
like, amongst other massholes, I'd be like, yeah, well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's really interesting you said that because I was born and went to elementary school in Salem.
Oh, no way.
And then we moved to Danvers.
Okay.
And then I moved to Rockport and I like fucking hated them.
Yeah, Rockport.
Like,
Yeah, but that's tough. Yeah.
because it was similar. Like
Yeah.
I grew up with like a lot of like first generation immigrants and
Right,
like
yep.
we had like affordable housing and everything and like it was just fine. Like we were
Yeah.
all just like hee hee ha ha.
Yeah.
And then Danvers, it was like crazy. Like it's just like, all white people. Like
Yeah.
nobody like was I mean they were poor, but like no one talked about it. Like teachers didn't care. Like
Right.
if you didn't wear Uggs or like a North Face, like you were not cool. And then Rockport was like the same. There was one brown kid, like
Yeah.
literally.
A lot more class structure, like you were talking about. Like, I don't know if. Imagine how crazy it is if we went to the same school. I'm like, how old are you?
Yeah. I'm 29.
Okay, I'm
Oh, wow.
31. So we
Did you go to Saltonstall?
at one point I went to Saltonstall for a year, but I also went to Horseman.
Okay.
So neighbors.
Wow, I wonder if
Yeah.
we ever like crossed.
Probably at Bagel World or something.
Yeah.
Topsfield Fair? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have been like screaming, crying in a Bagel World, asking for chocolate milk. Yeah,
Totally.
probably. That's the. I don't know. You didn't do that. It's a pretty common experience. If you
Not in
grew up
Arizona,
Salem.
no.
Yeah, no. Bagel
How was
World
your
recipes.
experience being here from Arizona?
I don't know. I was living in Dorchester for a few years and built my gay community up there. And then immediately when I moved here, I was like, where are the queer people?
Yeah.
So that's why I started this podcast in the first place. But then when I started it, I was like, oh, I'm finding all these people. So like we're here.
Yes.
All three of us.
All three of us in this
We're
room
here.
right now.
Yeah.
No, there are more. But I'm struck by the fact that specifically Ipswich, there's so much culture and history.
Yeah.
But then you also have just the class structure, as you say, too. So I don't know. It is very diverse, but not at the same time,
Right.
depending on what circles I'm in. So yeah, that's why I wanted to know more about, your experience with the whole term masshole. Because like Ipswich, I don't know if I feel that as much.
Yeah. It's giving like agriculture.
Yeah, I just did an episode at Appleton Farms.
Love
and,
that.
like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, every town is like its own little world, which is really
Yeah, it's true. Culturally, when we talk about Salem, is different than Danvers, Peabody, despite them all
Exactly.
being
Yeah.
really close together. Beverly even feels like the neighborhoods within Beverly feel different. Like if you're on Cabot versus
Yep.
a little more out towards
Beverly
like, the farm
Farms.
area.
Yeah.
Right. Then you're getting more of like an Ipswich vibe, like in West Beverly. You know what I mean? So it really depends.
Yeah. Topsfield is like farming.
Yeah.
Also. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you're so right. It turns out it's not where you live, it's who you live next to.
Yeah, that's so beautiful.
Cut.
Yeah, done.
Did you get any surprising reactions, or what has been like the most, I don't know, meaningful or impactful reactions that you've received from the book?
Oh yeah, I mean, I think all of them really.
Yes.
I mean, I haven't
good.
gotten a negative reaction
Really?
yet.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
Other than the cease and desist, yeah.
yeah. And I'm sure people have like unfollowed me. Like I'm sure they've like read it and been like, "What the?" And like like been like, "This girl's crazy. I hate her," which is fine. But they haven't like said anything publicly, so thank you. I'll keep it to yourself. But I think honestly, I was just like, I've just been very grateful and overwhelmed for like the positive feedback I've gotten. A big moment for me was Dennis Cooper, who's an American novelist and filmmaker. He's a gay icon. He wrote about my gaping masshole on his blog, and he's someone I've looked up to since I was like in high school, writing my weird little stories. So that was humongous for me. That was like, I'm a good writer.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next for Madison Murray?
There's a
My
lot.
Gaping Masshole.
Yeah, there's a lot. So
There's a lot of room in that gaping masshole.
There's so much
Yes.
room. It's gaping so wide. I'm trying to make my because I've built like a lovely community, which is wonderful, and like I want it to continue, but I don't want to do it. Because I need to go. Like I need to go places and like spread my wings, and like I have all these other projects I'm working on, and so I would love to be able to have like others who want to like contribute to the Patreon or like a blog kind of thing. And so I'm trying to encourage more people to like just write and kind of a little hub of weirdos from Massachusetts. So I'm really like working on plugging the blog, and I'm working on other projects. Like I'm working on a sketch show right now, which does have a character that is very Masshole-esque, because that's like my safe space. It's like what I know.
You got to carry it with you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's something I can always like return to when I feel uncomfortable by any other roles or anything. And then I'm working on another script with someone who's asked me to help him with a script about Massachusetts. So that's what's been really cool about the book as well too, is like it's connected me to so many collaborators, because they can see like that I authentically get the voice. I mean, there's nothing worse than like watching like a movie or like a show that takes place in Boston and you're just like, ew.
Yeah.
Like,
So
what are you even saying?
You saw Boston on like a postcard or something, and like that's what you're basing it
Or
off
you just
of.
like Googled like random towns and then just like included them like
Or
as
what,
like
what is it, Snowport? Like when people go to like the financial district and they're like, Boston's beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, and it's also really ugly in some places.
yeah, or
and
like the accents are just like what's going on?
Mark Wahlberg. Like, what are you trying to like?
yeah, it's too much. So that's been really cool. It's like I'm almost like a Boston consultant.
That's so cool.
So that's really fun. And then I have a novel I'm working on, and then I'm working on like another kind of more visual book about my relationship with my dad. So there's just a lot going on, which is good. It's all good things to be complaining about. So I'm happy.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like a problem at all. You're like, hey, this is really beautiful, big thing that I created here. I'm glad other people are enjoying it. You guys enjoy this? I have other big, beautiful things to go create. So I think
They're
that's
coming.
awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's been really like I'm just very grateful, honestly. Like I did all this by myself.
Yeah,
Like,
I was gonna ask about like who published it.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay,
amazing.
icon.
Yes.
A quick Google search later.
Yes.
What was the process like? Where did you even begin? Like I feel like a lot of people stop before something comes into print because they think that it's impossible to. Like it's very intangible to have an idea and then make it into something. So how did you get from there to here?
Yeah. So I have a history like of working for indie publications. So like all throughout, they're usually sex based because I was a sex worker. So a lot of the publications I work for are like for sex workers' rights and like looking at their contributions to society in art and culture and whatever. So that was definitely helpful when mapping out the book and, you know, understanding like I need to get an ISBN and the barcode and like, you know, all that good stuff and what people generally look for when they're designing a book. And then I think the biggest hurdle for me was like holding myself accountable. Because there were some small like indie presses that were interested in publishing the book, but they weren't based here. Like they were based in New York City, which is like, what are you going to offer me? You know, what you're really offering me is like the printing costs. And then I would get a very small percentage of royalties because I know how it works because I worked there. And I worked in publicity and marketing. So it's like, I know that like I'm going to be doing most of the work here. Like, you know, and so hell no. Like I want 100%.
Yeah.
As you should.
Yeah, what the hell?
So when someone buys the book, it goes completely to you.
Yes,
We
it
love
goes all
that.
to me.
That's so
Yeah.
sick.
So the Instagram that I started actually helped me a lot because I'm the type of person like I will live in trash and I won't clean until I invite someone over. And so
Wow, I feel like directly called out.
yeah, so I was like I need to just start saying I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
To hold myself accountable. Like once other people have an expectation of me, I have to live up to it because I'm a psycho like that. And so I just started posting on the My Gaping Masshole Instagram, and like I started with memes, and then I started being like, there is a book, there is a book, there is a book. And I was like, you know, obviously I can't con these people. Like so I started like doing pre-orders and like whatever. And then yeah, that was really helpful. And then obviously with the physical printing of it, I had to like I tried some different printing companies and like they were hideous and like so that sucked and then I finally found a printer that I really like because I knew I wanted it to be a coffee table book. I didn't want it to be pretentious. Like I wanted it to be kind of like kitschy and like
Approachable.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
approachable, exactly for everybody. People who don't read.
I don't. I said it at
That's
the
why it took
beginning.
you 2 minutes to read that.
I know Casey's like, it was an hour read, and I'm like, girly, I like I like poetry, but it's definitely something where I'm like, it feels like I can approach this in a way where I can look at the pictures, take something away from it now, come back to it, and then be like, oh, I didn't read this the last time that I opened it. Like, let me read this now, or like I have a couple more minutes. Like, let me.
Yeah, I'm
read.
almost more excited the
Yeah.
longer I live here to like reopen it periodically and
You're
be like, I know where that is.
I could be topped at the Topsfield Fair.
Yes. I know. Well, honestly,
Finally did it. Yeah.
I bought your book, read it, and then went to the Topsfield Fair. And like the experience of like having that in my head while walking around, I'm like shadowy clown.
Like the giant chair, yeah, all the little weird details. You know what's crazy? When I went to the Topsfield Fair this past year, the guy who does sub giant armchair pictures,
Yes.
I had to have like a photo shoot with the book.
Yes, that
obviously,
giant chair is so
he told
ominous.
me people fuck in it,
I believe it.
Wait,
and I was
After
like,
hours? You
Yeah.
haven't seen the giant chair?
you know, the
It's
giant
huge.
armchair at the Topsfield Fair that like people like children go and like take
it's
pictures with and families.
We
It's
need to
like
go
the
take a
chair's
pic
like this big, and
next
like
year.
we could
we're
all
not
sit
gonna.
in it. Yeah, he told me he was like people have sex on this chair.
How would he know?
He like lets them. He runs the chair. He's the chair guy. Like
charges
that's his
extra for that.
trailer with the chair. Yeah, because
Is this just like a chair that's out and about?
It's in a trailer.
travels.
It's huge.
It travels to like county fairs.
How many people lost their virginity in that
A
chair?
lot of people have gotten free because when I was,
It's
I was like, oh, I
outside,
need to have a
though,
photo
right?
shoot on this chair. He was like, "Do you want me to close the curtains?"
Oh,
and I
no.
was like, "Oh no, it's fine." And I was like, "Have people had sex here?" And he was like, "Oh yeah," like he was like, "Oh yeah, they do." And I was like, he was like, "That's why the curtains are here." Like, yeah.
So there are curtains.
yeah, but
I didn't see the
Yeah, I was,
curtains.
I was like, public indecency charges here are
no, that
not
would
to
be
be messed with.
crazy. That would be hilarious and terrible. But I know now. I'm like, don't let your kids sit on that chair. Like,
I can't even. I'm looking in my main like my brain map, and I'm trying to think of where this is.
it's
Like,
near
I
the
walked in
clown.
entrance.
It's near
Near
the
the clown at
rude
the end
clown.
with all the big rides.
Is it like near the games
Yes.
aisle?
Yeah, it's like
Yes.
past all the games aisle. Yeah.
What is it, the ball pit where you throw the ball? At
Yeah,
the
it's
clown?
past all of that.
Past all that.
It's like at the
And there's
end.
just a big chair.
Yeah.
The giant armchair.
It's like lit up in a trailer, like a huge
Yeah.
trailer. Yeah.
it's cute.
I
It's
remember
like
seeing it. and being like,
I can't even. I don't think I've made it that far into the. Maybe I've only just touched like the outside
yeah.
of the Topsfield Fair. I don't think I've ever gone that deep in.
Next time, go deeper.
Yeah, go deeper, baby.
We'll go deeper together.
Yeah,
Let's go
go
deeper
deeper
together.
together.
You and
Yeah, you guys need a photo shoot on the chair.
Yeah, we do.
And we're Lysol
Yeah,
down.
like put a sheet. Yeah, a towel.
Wow, that's actually crazy.
It is. I'm glad he was comfortable enough to share.
I was just gonna say that. You're just like a complete and total stranger, and he was like,
Yeah.
and you know what? I feel like you're not.
He was
gonna
like,
do
she
anything
gets
weird
it.
with it.
Well, he saw the title. He was like, ooh.
Right.
You know, that's
Yeah.
how a lot of men like interpret it. They're like, boo, like,
Right.
anal. And I'm like, yeah, but like, read.
But it's more than just anal, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yes.
It's always
Exactly.
more
It's
than just
more
anal.
than just anal, babe.
And we've been trying to say this for years now.
Yeah, exactly. It's very philosophical. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just made my gaping masshole butt plug too.
Amazing.
I know. I don't know why I didn't think of that like
Yeah.
a while ago.
It's on your site now. I need
Yes.
to. Christmas is coming up.
Christmas is coming.
If you need
White
your
elephant party?
masshole gaped,
Yeah.
please see yourself too.
The book came very fast, so yeah. Hopefully, this will come out in time to buy for the holidays. Is it in stores anywhere?
It is. It is in a few stores. It's the only place in North Shore, Massachusetts that will carry it is Shoebones Gallery. It's a very cute little queer gallery in Salem.
Oh, I need to go.
They do really fun events. I know they're doing like a sex worker open mic later this
wow.
month. They do what do they do? They do like an autism open mic where you can just go and talk about like your hyperfixations for as long as you want, which is really cool.
And
Yeah.
we're cutting it off at two people talking about trains. What is it? The other one? Aspirin? Tylenol?
Yeah, Tylenol. It's all Tylenol's fault.
Trains and Tylenol, and you're all cut
And
off.
then you're cut off. So that's the only place in North
We're
Shore.
on different parts of the internet, I
Yeah, I
fear.
was like,
Oh, you don't know the Tylenol? The Tylenol lore?
No.
That's okay. It's
It's
A
probably-
whole nother episode.
Yeah, yeah.
Trains and Tylenol. Yeah, let's do it.
Trains and Tylenol. Sponsored
Not
by
the trains and
Kasey.
Tylenol episode.
Yeah. That and I've never seen a PP.
The
that
views are
one.
great.
Yeah, I've never seen a
We have so many
PP.
No.
But in Cambridge, you can get it in Cambridge.
Okay.
So it's at Lovestruck Books
We love-
in Cambridge, and it's also at Grolier Poetry Bookshop, which is America's oldest poetry bookstore.
Really?
Ooh.
Yes,
Where's that?
it's in Harvard Square.
Oh, no way. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so that's really cool. So it's floated in and out of other bookstores like Magpie in Somerville. Sometimes it's there, but Lovestruck, it does really good there. So I'm sending them some more.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where the book succeeds more. Because for
People here hate it.
I'm shocked. Ipswich, hello, wake up.
Yeah.
But like, I would really think that, especially a place like Salem, that this would be really embraced.
I know. Well, I reached out to Harrison's,
Yeah, that feels right. Like,
and also like not to stir the pot, but like he got in
Lean into the
trouble.
Love the tea.
He got in trouble like years ago for like sexually harassing a worker there. So I was like, he'll love this.
I have just the book for you.
Literally, I was like, I can deal with this kind of guys. Like, you
Right,
know,
yeah.
so I was like, I'm not going to be offended. Nope. You just like,
Wow.
he was
Well, that's
interested, and
that's
then
probably
I
a
sent him a
branding
copy
thing.
of it. Yeah, that's
like,
how I'm taking it. I'm taking it.
Personally, I love this book. Too much.
Too
Bad
much.
for the brand.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I interpreted it. I was like, he needs to move away from this kind of
Yeah, probably.
branding. But Shoebones though. Shoebones is dope. They're really cool. You should work with them. They're like happy to be involved with like more transgressive art, which I love because art is art. It's not real. Yeah, but yeah, North Shore. I know, and in terms of Salem, like
Yeah.
for real, like I don't get it. Like I would love if I got like a huge chunk of money. If you want to invest, invest.
Like directly zoom in.
Yeah, no, invest. I would love to open a sex store in Salem. I don't know why there isn't.
It feels like there would be.
Like very queer, like a la Provincetown. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't understand why there isn't one.
Well, funny you say Provincetown, because when I think of Provincetown, I'm like, you mean like cis gay white men.
There's both worlds,
Provincetown.
for
like,
sure.
of course, there's gonna be sex stores there because it's like like one community of people that like commonly agree, but when even within the queer community there are so many different identities involved in that and so many different opinions on like how that's celebrated that I think that that's probably why there isn't one, or like that's the only thing that could make sense to me as to why there wouldn't be, because you're right, Salem feels like the perfect place
Right?
for that to exist.
That's what I'm saying. And like you can have cool events. Like I would
Yeah.
love to have that.
More trains and Tylenol.
Yes.
Perfect.
Sexy
You don't
train.
even know what
I
trains
have
and
no idea
Tylenol
what you're talking
means,
about, so I
and
need
you're
to do my
so
research for our
excited.
episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but someone should
So
open
silly.
one and carry my book there.
Yes.
That would be sick.
Yeah, I do a lot of drag in Salem, and yeah, it's a lot of just taking over places for once a month kind of thing. So
Do you know Miss Diamond?
I love Miss
Love.
Diamond. Yeah,
we grew up
she's our next
together.
guest, actually.
No way!
Yes, yeah.
We
Me
grew up together.
sitting-
You did?
We did.
What's
We-
the tea? What can
yeah.
you give us about Miss?
There's no tea, really. We really like just have loved each other for our whole lives.
I'll
Yeah.
tell her you say
So
hello.
yeah, we were neighbors as children, and
Well, so it's just in the water.
it's exactly. We also went to high school together.
Amazing.
We both were ballroom dancers. We ball dance. We ball dance.
We
We
ball
ballroom
dance.
dance. Yeah, we ballroom
she does now,
danced together when we were children.
Always
I had
a
a
ball
crush on
dancer.
him before he was gay. Yeah,
But you can
I
still
know.
have a crush on
I
him.
know. I
They're
know.
always good.
I know. And then in high school,
It's always
yeah,
the good
we
ones.
went to a performing arts high school together. You must know it because
Was
you
it
work in
Sparhawk?
Newton.
Yeah, I work. You researched
Of
me.
course, I research everyone. Yeah,
I
yeah,
work in
I
Newton
know
now,
everything. We went to Walnut Hill in Natick. Yeah,
Oh.
so we were besties there. We would, just like do silly, stupid stuff, and make like borderline child pornographic like music videos. Like now well they're not, but like like it was like us like trying to be sexy, like when
Oh,
we're
right.
like
Like Britney was popular.
yeah, and then like I look back at them and I'm like, this
Hey,
is
you're, like,
illegal.
12.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like,
You
delete,
commenting
delete,
on your own
delete.
video,
Yeah.
being like, "Cover that
No,
up."
literally.
Yeah.
I'm like, why were we doing this? But no, yeah, I love seeing like what she's been doing. Like that's really cool. I love that we're both like just like these two little weirdos that came back home.
Oh yes. Went to New York and came back home. So what's next for Madison Murray then? Yeah.
Writing.
You said all your projects.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing.
Just
lots of
writing.
And now you have to open a sex shop in Salem.
Yeah, exactly. And once I get an
God.
angel investor, like
Right.
Angel investor. That's what we're looking for.
then the sex store will be here.
So if one just pops up, we know that
Yes.
an angel got its wings.
Yes. Boop. I know. I wonder if they would even like let me, like the zoning. Who knows?
Sure.
They should.
I feel like that it would
There's
almost
a
cause more of a
satanic
ruckus
temple.
to not.
Yeah, exactly. Like why?
If anything, I feel like the Satanic Temple would be 100% backing it, being like, well,
Well, I don't
yeah.
know. I think they have beef with me too. Guys, I don't know. I'm like problematic or whatever.
We need to transvestigate
I know. Yeah.
the satanic.
Hey, why did you make eye contact when you said transvestigate?
Yeah.
It's my
I don't know. I
small
listen
hands,
to too many
isn't it?
podcasts of trans like individuals that they're like transvestigating.
Oh,
everything.
so you're saying my mustache isn't full enough?
Not passing. Yeah, I don't know what's going on because I asked them to carry my book too.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Maybe it's 'cause
someone
you
started
didn't
a
feature
rumor. No, you know what it is. It's okay. Someone started a rumor
Hey,
that
can someone turn the mic up real quick?
someone started a rumor that I stole Adderall, which I would never. I'm a Downers girl.
But also say more. You know, like I need more context. Stealing Adderall doesn't really tell me that you're canceled. Like, what is that?
I know. Well, I don't. I don't know. I guess it like got me kicked out of like the Salem comedy group chat.
Like, did you steal Adderall from someone who desperately needed ADHD, like their
Well,
ADHD?
I have a
meds?
prescription. Like I have ADHD. It's just a lie. Okay.
But also,
It's
like, I
fake
need more.
news.
Like,
Fake
if
news.
you're going to say,
No, thank you.
Like, what- I need more information.
Also, I have OCD, so like this person like wasn't telling me why they weren't talking to me anymore, and my brain goes to the worst like possible thing.
Right,
Like
and
I'm
you're
like
I'm
sexually
canceled. Meanwhile,
assaulted them.
Satanic
Yeah,
Temple is like, hey, by the way, we love your book. We'd love to feature it.
No,
And
literally.
Your like
Yeah.
Hulk
Yeah.
worldview of this
Yeah.
is built
Yeah.
around.
No, I was like, oh my god,
Maybe.
I must have said something or did something like so bad, and then finally someone told me like what the tea was, and I died laughing. I was like, oh, I was like, thank God. Yeah, I was like, if that's what people think I did, that's fine. Like that's fine. My brain was going to like murder, like so yeah.
Man.
Well,
Not the Adderall to murder pipeline.
No, literally, that's my brain.
That's the 3rd episode.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll write
Yeah.
it down.
Trains and Tylenol.
Trains and Tylenol.
Adderall to murder
What is
pipeline.
PP?
You're like,
is
what's your
PP?
podcast about?
Never seen a PP.
Never
PP
seen
trains, Tylenol, Adderall.
Transvestigation.
Dun dun. In the criminal justice world.
And there's many tea girls in here.
Really?
I love, yeah.
Love that.
In Boston. Oh my goodness. They win all the Boston pageants. Oh, I just did
Oh, they
one.
do?
Lost.
Hard. Steak is too juicy, lobster too buttery.
Exactly.
Well, it's interesting. Even as like everyone, grab your pearls. As a trans person, I do find that I don't interact with that many other trans people in North Shore either, because they pass so well that I'm like, what? Or that they're just like not out and about in the communities as much as in the same like community spaces that I'm in. I'm shocked.
Yeah.
You're performing more
We're
with
in
me. You'll see them.
Massachusetts. But like in Massachusetts, you would think that like when everyone thinks everyone being like other New Englanders, when they're thinking about like legislation, they're like Massachusetts is the gay state, and I'm like, yo, well, yes, but also where the hell they can't all be at Smith College? Like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. Shoebone.
Yeah. They're at Jocks Cabaret
They're
in
all
Boston.
in Jacques Cabaret in
Yeah,
Boston.
they are.
Yeah.
Do they like doing pottery? Like, I need like more.
No, they're doing
More
burlesque and DJing and oh yeah, I know so many trans people. Oh yeah,
DJing too.
DJs.
But I need like a coastal grandma trans person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get that.
Like, I'm a coastal grandpa
That's
trans
you,
person.
yeah.
Yeah.
The token.
There are no coastal grandpa trans people.
Yeah.
And they're probably all at home.
You need like an old person, perhaps.
You're right.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe you should
you're
lean
done
into the
opening-
grandpa thing. Yeah.
When you're done opening the sex shop, you can open like a little community center for.
I would love that.
all
Knit at the
trans
sex
people.
shop. Yeah.
We'll just meet there.
Yeah.
This is a PSA. If you are, no, I'm just kidding.
There should be like a trans like rowing crew or something.
Rowing.
Like a sailing. I don't know what do they call sailors. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, there are a lot of trans queer gay people that do rowing, so I don't know what it is about that sport, but that's true.
The water. I don't know.
Water
be our-
sports do feel inherently gay, I
Right?
don't know.
Yeah.
I'll add it to the list.
Synchronized.
Trans rowing.
Trans rowing.
It's added.
Well,
These things our community needs.
trans rowing, trans rights, trans rowing, Tylenol, Adderall, murder.
Murder. Masshole.
Masshole.
Gaping.
Gaping.
Yes. Where can we follow you? Where's the best place?
Well, if you want masshole content, you can follow my gaping masshole on Instagram. And if you want to see more of who I actually am, you can follow my personal account, which is Madison Murr, M-U, and then 7 R's.
Oh wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I wonder if I'm
And where can
already
we purchase
following
the
you.
book?
feel
I know
like
I
that happens
did.
a lot.
MyGapingMasshole.com.
MyGapingMasshole.com.
And if there's an angel out there, how best to get in contact?
You can shoot me
My
a
DMs.
DM.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, literally.
DM.
I'm like, shoot me a DM. You can hit me up on OnlyFans.
You were so fast to respond to my DM, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
appreciate it. And that's what I love about all of this creative work and
God.
like just like the collaboration and like we're out there and we're
Yes.
finding each other
Yes.
and we're doing cool shit.
Thank
so
goodness.
let's keep it
I would
going.
say so many of my friends follow you.
Really?
Like a metric fuck
All
ton.
4 of them.
Yeah. All 4 of my friends, which are in this room.
That's so special though. And that's like what I wanted to do with the book too, is like kind of close the gap. Like some of my like biggest supporters are the North Shore Beef guys.
Yeah.
I love
That's
them.
so interesting.
Like, and they say faggot. Like they say slurs. They're not PC. Like they are like.
But also, they probably
But
voted
they
for gay
don't
marriage.
Yes, they don't give a fuck. Like they don't
Yeah.
care. That's just their
They're
like.
like, when I say
vernacular.
faggot, I mean stupid. And you're like,
Yes.
okay, I get it, but I wish you didn't.
Right. And if you were to tell them that, they'd be like, okay. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, my bad. That's
Right.
just.
And like that's kind of
My
what I
bad.
wanted to do is like, hey guys, like we can all get along. Like, you know, even if you don't feel like they love you, like they do love you. Like I call them like my dads, like low key. Like I love them. Like they're great. Andy Ferg and Mike Wendt, they have their own podcast that they do at the Cabaret, which is a strip club in Peabody. And I go there and am the guest on the podcast many times, and like we just have fun and like hee hee ha ha, and like interview the girls, and like it's very wholesome. It's a very wholesome vibe, and it's been really cool to bring like some of my queer friends and like young friends to the strip club, and like have it be just like this really lovely, like healing, like supportive
bring
community. Come, yeah, please come. You just have to bring money, because like
we
you
got
know
it.
that's the thing. It's like you can't
Those
show
drag
up
dollar
without-
bills, I
Right.
got them.
Casey's
Yeah.
gonna go.
Yeah,
got
I'm
those
always
drag
like tip the girls, tip the girls, tip
Yes.
the girls.
Me sending a couple Venmos, being like, "Yay!"
Yeah.
And they're like, why did you send like $51 Venmos?
But yeah, it's cool. I'm like, don't be afraid. They're lovely people.
Do you have any videos of your performance art you've done?
I do.
You do,
I do.
yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing.
You want me to
so
send
sick.
you some?
Yeah.
Is that what you want? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
was
yeah.
cute, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
'Cause I don't think I've seen any. Yeah.
Yeah,
no.
I have one piece that I filmed. It was I wrote like a bunch of kind of short nonfiction. I kind of hate writing nonfiction low key, but like trying to get into it. And
For who? For what?
the people.
Not the
Not
people.
the people. I know, not the people. And it's like a big bed sheet, and I just wrote like kind of like some sexual experiences I've had, and then but they're not traumatic. They're just like nuanced, you know. They start from like my first time masturbating to like
Oh, love that.
going to Miami with a sugar daddy that I absolutely hate to make money. And then I went to this like gala, and I read the whole bed sheet with a ball gag in my mouth, and I filmed the audience because I'm like, are
See
they
their reaction.
listening to? Are they reading? Like, or are they just like gooning to me, like
Yeah.
gagging?
How audible was it? With the gag?
Well, it's not very audible.
Yeah, I
so
was like
that's-
with the ball gag.
no, literally. And so the video was
Not
good.
the
Yeah.
recreation.
No, yeah, it was good because it like captured like there was all the men are like.
What was the setting?
Right, yeah.
Or the audience?
So at this one gala, it's like people just kind of walk around
Okay, yeah.
while different performance art is
It's
taking
going on,
place. So it's kind of interactive, but like no,
Mm-hmm.
like you know, like common courtesy is like you don't touch the performer,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
in
right.
drag,
Yeah,
similar,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like what the hell are you doing? And of course there were some men that were like touching me and like talking about like how like hot I look,
Mm-hmm.
like with my mouth like full and like. You know, and this is what I expected, and so
Mm-hmm.
it was successful in that way. Whereas the women are
Yeah.
like looking at the like
Reading. The
Reading.
sheet.
they're reading me talking about my
Yeah.
grandma like breaking her hip naked and me looking at it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
yeah.
Like taking in the art of it. Yeah.
right,
yeah.
as opposed to just
Right.
being like, "Damn, shawty, like, what are you doing after this?"
Like lights are on, but nobody's home, pal. Like
yeah,
that. Yeah.
So that was like successful in that way. And then the other one I have, I didn't get to film it, which is too bad because it was like a peep show concept.
Oh.
But it was one of my friends who was also a sex worker, and she's fat and like she's very submissive, and she wanted to be involved, and we're both freaks. I'm more sadist, she's more masochistic, and so I there's this like old song about a guy who's like too poor in a restaurant, all he can afford is one meatball. And so I make her into a meatball. Like she was naked, and I just like slather her in oil and like
Yes.
beat her. Like I beat her like with a meat tenderizer and like
Yes.
veggies and stuff. And then everyone like got to take a lick. Like it was really cute.
God, that's what friendship's about.
Yeah.
Exactly, it's
Being
making
turned
into each
into a
other
meatball.
food. Yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of like performance art I like to do. Erotic, like, but kind of sad.
I feel like if you ever decide to branch out from Massachusetts, I feel like Philly would really like your
Really?
stuff. One of my friends goes to the Pig Iron School, and which is a clown school.
Cool.
And a lot of what Philly Fringe is about is like exploring the absurd and
Yeah.
real. And a lot of it is like sexual in a way that is not explicit.
Yeah.
Like it feels explicit here.
Yeah.
But it's not explicit there because they're just looking at human nature. And I feel like that's a lot of what you're describing as your performance art would be like
Yeah.
really celebrated there if you
That's
ever
really
got there.
cool. I love that. Yeah, I've never. I know a lot of cool people who live in Philly.
Like Philly Fringe, that's like the area that I was thinking. Like, there's not a lot of like theater here that isn't commercial theater.
Yeah.
Like, you're more likely to see Sarah Bareilles Waitress, and then you know,
Which love.
which
But-
also love and has a
Yeah,
vibe.
love.
But I definitely feel like Philly is for the artists.
Totally.
Yeah,
Okay. And it's
That'd be
more
cool.
affordable than New York, so
100%. 100%.
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could wing it.
How long have you been in New Hampshire?
Like a year and a half.
Okay.
I just live with my mommy.
Nice.
Yeah, she's very supportive.
Really?
Yes.
No, that's like so important though. 'Cause
Yes.
I feel like familial support. I'm thinking of anything like my mom is just so fragile when it comes
Yeah.
to these kinds of topics, and or maybe she's like super embracing and I'm projecting.
Yeah, send her
on
these.
Yeah.
Send her these videos.
She's just
yeah.
waiting.
I get.
Yeah.
She's like, I've been waiting for this. Pulls out your book.
She's like, please
Yes.
put me on the pod. Yeah. I have things to say.
but like the family support too, and being
We
like
need a
your,
mom
your
episode.
whole self.
Bring our moms in.
Yeah, that's
Your
so
mom and my
fun.
mom on a podcast episode.
It'd be so
I'm-
cute.
I'm screaming. Perfect. Right after Trains of Time.
Yes.
But it's so important that your mom would be so supportive of that.
Yeah.
And it's freeing. Like, you don't have
Yeah.
to be any sort of way when you're talking about like your whole life in front of family.
No, not anymore. Like
Was it like that for a bit, or?
I had to like work for it for sure, especially with sex work because I was a sex
Yeah,
worker.
for sure.
And like my mom, you know, no one wants their child to be a sex worker. No
They
one's
just
like,
want you to be.
"Woohoo!"
They want you to be
Yeah.
safe, right? And there's a lot of misconceptions about like safety
Yes,
surrounding sex
exactly.
workers, too,
So that was like a big hurdle in our relationship. I've always been very like provocative, and I've always been like third wave feminist
Yeah.
since I was a child. Like literally, I'm like, yes, like shake your ass, like get your coin, like you're a woman, do whatever the fuck you want. Which my mom is also like, but she is, you know, she raised us to be, like I was saying, like more prim and proper, like pretending to be rich when we're not. And so yeah, for a while when I was younger, she was like very concerned. Like she was like, you're crazy. Like you need help.
Which is fine, but you can only shake ass in the comfort of our home.
Home, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. And so, but yeah, I think it's just like mama bear stuff. And
Yeah.
then like eventually, like I just like, I'm very like, yeah, I mean, I don't take no for an answer. Like, so I just kept being like, no, this is like who I am. Like,
Right.
I'm healed. I'm medicated. Like, I've
Right,
done
from all the Adderall.
lots
you
of
stole.
therapy. Yeah, like this is just me. And like I'm 29 now, so she's like,
Yeah.
this is just her. Like Jesus Christ. But she's, and I am very privileged to like, I do come from a family that's like filled with artists. So that is
Yeah.
a privilege where it's like
There's an understanding.
they get it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
you know, like they get. Like no one was being like you need to be a doctor or anything. It's just like you have to be good at
Yeah.
what you do, no matter what it is. So that is cool. But yeah, my mom is like she's awesome. She's like my rock for sure.
Oh,
Yeah,
good love.
she comes to
Love
the strip
moms.
club with me.
No
Like-
way, really?
It's when I do the podcast. She used to work there when I was little.
Oh.
Oh,
She
that's
was
so
she was a
sick.
cocktail waitress
Okay.
at the cabaret. So
So this is like homecoming, like very much
that's
homecoming.
yeah. So it's
in that
very
way.
intentional in
Yeah.
that way, where it's like, yeah.
This was always a part of your life. It's not something that was like introduced later in life that is developed as part of your life. It's always been something that's there.
No, my mom was a younger, beautiful, sexy, single mom. So I've
Which
always
she would like. Who wouldn't want to hear that from their kid? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and they're
Totally,
like,
my mom's
damn
so
right.
hot.
My mom's hot.
My
Yeah.
mom's so hot. But so like I was very raised to understand how to get things,
Yeah.
you know, pretty privilege or whatever. And so
Reparations.
yes, exactly, reparations. So like yeah, that's very like in my blueprint.
Yeah.
And
Episode
Yeah.
5, pretty privilege.
Pretty
pretty
privileged.
Pretty
privilege.
Kasey
Yeah,
knows
blessed.
all about pretty privilege.
Yeah, use it, baby. I'm like, is it a privilege?
I do have funny privilege.
That's my
Funny
controversial.
I've
Oh,
You're
fun
so
privilege.
pretty, Coda.
You're
What are you talking about?
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was fishing. No, but I do think like I've definitely been more funny, and I think funny privilege is also a thing.
Oh,
Whereas
for
like
sure.
you're so much more approachable if you're funny.
Absolutely. If you can make people feel comfortable, like you can do
That's true.
anything, really.
It's true, and then to be pretty on top.
It's a
The
blessing.
world's not fair for us, is it? For
No,
all
it's
three of
really
us,
not.
For
It's
all
not.
of us, it's
We're
true.
truly blessed.
We're just
pretty
funny
yeah.
and too
Truly
pretty.
blessed, for real.
Guys, this has been hard.
This
for
has
other
been
people,
so
not
hard.
us,
I
but
know.
for other people.
I know. It's so everyone's so jealous.
Any lasting thoughts or impressions you want to give our audience?
Me?
Yeah.
No, just make stuff.
Make stuff. Be creative.
Yeah, be creative. If you have an idea, if you care about something, make it happen. Like even if you're riding solo. It's important, and like your voice is needed because it makes other people feel heard, seen, acknowledged, appreciated, and loved.
Yes.
So true. Like when you were making this, did you imagine how many people were gonna like resonate with it and be like, actually, this is exactly how I
What
feel.
I needed. Yeah. No, not really.
Yeah.
I mean, a part of me did, because I'm a witch like that. But then, like,
You like knew, but you didn't know.
exactly.
Yeah.
But like, I had an interesting question someone asked me on my like podcast, and it was when I was writing the book, like, did I feel like a part of the community or like an outsider? And I always felt like an outsider growing up.
Really? Oh.
Yeah. I never felt like really accepted, like where I was from. So it's been really wonderful to, like, I knew people would get the references and the language, but I wasn't expecting people to, like, I guess relate so much to the little nuances and like dynamics of like relationships that I put in some of the stories. And so now I feel like an insider of my community.
Well, sometimes it feels like you can see things more clearly when you take a step back from it too.
Totally.
So even as like someone who felt on the outside, you were seeing things exactly as they were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me too, like growing up more lower class, like I was taught to not talk a certain way, not look a certain way. I mean, that's why I got a lot of scholarships to go to like Walnut Hill or, you know, like do these big programs. I always had to get really good grades and like just overcompensate. And I'm like thankful for those skills that I learned because it's gotten me a lot of connections and like in places that I don't think I would have been able to have experienced otherwise. But it also, I carried a lot of shame with me, like about my upbringing and the people that raised me. And they're the most beautiful, wonderful people in my life. So yeah, I just wanted to love that part of myself.
Yeah.
And
This definitely looks like a reclamation of that.
yes.
Like you can go do all of those things. Like you can get the degree, you can get the scholarships, you can do all of that and learn the rules to break them, and also support like the nitty gritty of who people actually are.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that's so sick.
Thank you. So yeah, make stuff.
Make stuff. Well, personally, I loved it. And I don't know. I keep saying this. I'm just continually inspired by the people that I'm connecting with. And Madison Murray, you're one of them. So keep creating because you're inspiring me. And I know many, many, many others.
Thank you.
And just thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for doing this.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much. This is important. I was so pleased when you reached out to me. I was like, oh my God, thanks. This is awesome.
Yes, thank you. And join us next time.
I'm feeling better.
We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
Better.
I was like,
That's so sick.
that was so good. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This was so fun. You guys are wonderful.
Can you sign my book?
Duh. Oh, perfect. Yeah, for sure.
Better than I did before.
And your episode, I think, will be like the first, because this is the first time we filmed like in the studio.
Studio.
Yeah. So I think yours will be a good first.
Hell yeah, I'll pop the cherry.
This feels like a good introduction to be like,
Yeah.
there's like real content that talks about real things, and also there's like fluff pieces. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah. We just have to film our intro. Yeah. And our little jingle. We need a little jingle.